Every empire's floating their units around to try and get easy money. Which kind of shows that barbarians are not a big enough threat in this game. Right, what do I want to build here? The stable will make my sheep an even more overpowered tile, but that's about it. I'm going to go for... I'm going to put a queue in. Hang on. I'm going to show a queue. And I'm going to add to the queue. After I've done that, I'm going to add a barracks. And then I'm going to probably add an aqueduct. Although I am tempted not to go for the aqueduct. I will actually leave that for now. And maybe go back to it if I still think it's a good idea. If you complete the tradition tech tree, the first 4 cities you built get a free aqueduct. So that means sometimes we just don't bother building aqueducts. And we just go from there. I am going to try to build a wonder here though. Do I want... There are 3 wonders that I've just got available that are very good. They're good for different reasons. The Chicken Itza gives you 50% longer golden ages and happiness. The Hagia Sophia gives you a free great prophet and a free temple. And the Great Mosque of Dien gives you 3 faith and triple power missionaries effectively. Ooh, it's a toughie. Oh, it is a toughie. It also gives you a mosque as well, the Great Mosque of Dien, which is a nice building. Especially because I can't get them any other way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that to the Great Mosque of Dien and change this. I'm going to get rid of the queue and change this towards trying to get the Chicken Itza. I think that's the best thing to do. I am going to not work the luxury goods tile, which may seem a weird choice, because I want to knock its amount of turns down. Oh, there's a barb encampment there. Didn't expect one there. Okay, I can take that out. Generally speaking, barb encampments won't grow too near one another, so as you can see on the map, there used to be a barbarian encampment 2 squares to the left of the current one. I highly doubt it's still there. Yeah, this could become a really good city. Like, really good city. It's got 19 hammers already. It's got more than the capital. That is pretty impressive. Anyway, let's try and improve some resources up here. We'll go for the sheep, because by the time I get to the sheep, hopefully the other guy will have finished and he can start working on the truffles. I'm not in a pickle for gold, so I really don't need to start selling luxury goods to people yet, so I'm not going to prioritise them. Both the people that asked me to go to war with Washington have themselves gone to war with Washington. Getting nice upgrades on all my units so I don't have to have millions of them. It is much more efficient to have 10 units with level 4 upgrades than 20 units with level 1 upgrades, because they'll probably perform to similar levels. Mombasa wants a road. Not too interested in doing that right now. Oh, another encampment. More money. And there's a galley there, so there's more experience to shoot at it. Galleys used to be ranged units before the Gods and Kings expansion, where all naval units were ranged units. Galleys and triremes and things like that are now melee units. Free experience. Sheep. Yep, he finished right on cue, so now I'm going to improve truffles. Again, I don't want to improve anything that will increase food, because I want to keep Antioch's population down. It already has a follower of Burkittism, so it's likely to convert soon. 75 gold there. There's more deer up here. Unfortunately though, it's on a tundra, but it is better than just deer on a tundra normally, because it's on a river. It's by a river, so at least it gets an extra gold point, so it's not completely useless. And that will be a 2-hit kill if I'm fortunate. I'm not gaining any experience because we're at a cap of 30 against barbs. You can't get more than that. And wow, I really sucked at taking it out on that turn. Yeah, up here, looks like there's some good potential for a city. Whoops. Did not mean to click that. Yep, that deal's still fine. There's no other resources we could potentially switch. The reason seeing the top up there is interesting because I could put a city on the coast. There's no fish there, but it would give me the benefit of being able to build some naval units if I needed them. To what degree of use that would be, though, I'm not convinced. So it might be better to stay inland. It's just nice that I can build right up to the coast here because there's a tile that isn't horrible. Where do I want to go now to build? Because that part is fine. I might start building a road there. That might be the smart thing to do. Just in case I get attacked, being able to get to my cities quickly is important. 75 more gold right there. Nope, no barbs here. We finished our watermill finally. What do I want to build? Unfortunately, the only I wanted to show you something, but the only building that can do what I want to show you is the amphitheatre, which doesn't produce what I want it to produce. I might go for a barracks here just so I can get building military units if I have to. Because at least with barracks, that all your units will start with at least one level's worth of upgrades. So you can pick a specialty in terrain reasonably early on. I'm going to move my sword back there before fortifying. It's more efficient. Whoops, did not mean to move that 2 squares. Never mind. I'm going to quickly check up here if there's any barbs, because that would be nice just for experience purposes. We have a great engineer. We must have hit our threshold. That's good, because I didn't notice. Great people. Wonders, for example. Let's for example, the Great Library produces what is called a Great Scientist point. And what that means is that every turn, a bar for a Great Scientist will go up by 1. And I think it takes 300 to get your first great person there, and now it's 600. It goes up in inklings. I think it's based upon how many cities you've got and how many great people you've made. There are 7 great people, if I can count correctly, and I would argue that that's the best one of the lot. Now that's pretty controversial, but that's what I think. And the question is, what do I want to do with it? You can use a great engineer in a city to increase the speed of what you're building by a huge amount, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather put it on a tile and make it a really, really strong tile. The question is, which tile do I want to put it in? Because I could put it on one of these mines, and I would remove the mine and put a manufactory, but the improvement on the tile would be incredible. Alternatively, I could put it in the capital here, because it's not a very high production capital. There's 2 irons, but that's about it. Everything else is just grassland or tundra. So that might be a good idea. What I'm going to do though is put it here, rather than where it says on the tile in the middle between the engineer and the city. The reason I'm going to put it there is because if I end up putting a city down here, they can share it. So that if one city is not using it, the other one can. Let's go look for barbs. Again, it says how good barbs are in this game when you're actively looking for them because you want to kill them very easily. We're losing grasp on Antwerp. Oh no, we'd lose a little bit of happiness. So we built a manufactory. That has provided that tile, which was 2 food 1 gold, to 2 food 4 hammers 1 gold. And that is considerably better than some of the tiles that we are currently working. We don't need all this gold. So I am going to take this off the furs and put it on the manufactory. Lose 3 gold, gain a food and 3 hammers. So it's definitely worth it. As I said, if you want to use the Great Engineer in a city, that is a great idea. And it's a very good short-term benefit. But we're going for a long game here because we're probably going to have to try and win scientifically or diplomatically. both of which take a very long time to do. Because on this map I just can't see a way that we're going to bludgeon through all these people. That's the situation I brought up earlier. How is Rakamen going to defend against Hiawatha now he's got a really big boundary? I don't know. And I don't know much about the area down there either, so I can't tell what goes on. I might send my sword down there once it's healed preemptively to try and scout. By this point in the game, having scouts to scout is a bit stupid, because by this point the barbarians are going to start creating pikemen. And soon they'll start creating crossbows as well, both of which are very dangerous and will probably kill scouts in one hit. We can purchase something with faith. I believe... How is our religion doing? I can't remember if we enhanced it or not. Did we enhance it? No, we didn't. Okay, so we're not going to buy anything with our faith. We're going to wait to get another...
Is the following trade of interest to you?
Oops. We're going to wait until we get another great profit first. 50 gold for open borders. You have to be careful, because if you offer that to people that are too close to you, you can backfire spectacularly. But I think we'll be okay. Oh, there's gold up there! Wow, there's random gold up there in a horrible location. That's a shame. That is a horrible shame, because there's a really nice resource in a really horrible location. Rakame's got the Hanging Gardens. He is really going for some wonders. Geneva is being attacked by barbs. Not interested. There's an encampment there. Manila might get slightly annoyed with us for doing this, but they'll be fine. They'll grow up. Yes, I know, and you're purposely getting in the way so I can't get back out the city on the side I want to leave on, but okay. Have it your way. This is Burger King. They're actually not that badly defended for a city-state early on. 2 composites and a horse. Especially for a nation that's not militaristic. But yeah, we're going to take that out just for the sake of the experience. Thank you. I suspect that encampment is not there any longer, but I might check it while I'm there, just in case. You never know, the AI can be a bit funky at times, and I am really earning a lot of money, and it's a bit of a waste it just sitting there not doing anything. So let's do something with it. What do we need to get? What can we buy, potentially? It might be worth, in places, buying temples. The reason I say that is because I never usually prioritise building them, but they are very useful to have. So I will build a temple there. This tile isn't useful really to work, but hang on, why is it not working that one? Never let the AI choose the tiles you are working, ever. Because I always pick really dumb solutions. It's a lot better than it was in Civ 4, I'll grant it that much, but it's still pretty thick. Yep, that's what we want to work. Our happiness is only 5, so I don't want any city's population to grow out of control wildly. So I don't want any sort of metropolises or millionaire cities or anything like that. Oh, there's a barbarian worker there. If I needed more workers, I would probably snap that up, but there, we don't really need it. It'd just be a resource drain on our gold per turn. And I just love... Oh, that's not what I love. I just spotted a Mohawk warrior. That's not good. That is definitely not good, because they're the Iroquois unique unit. I'm actually going to show you them. Because it's better to assume you don't know than you do, because you might not play this game, you might just be watching and finding it reasonably interesting. The Mohawk Warrior, it's a regular sword unit, but in its abilities, it gets a 33% bonus in forest or jungle. And considering I am surrounded by forest, it's a bit dangerous. And we've got one of the truffles fully done, so we're now going to go and get the other one. can we sell these truffles to anybody? Answer, not really. Because the guy that I would sell them to already has them. He's guarded towards us because I took the land next to him. Hang on. He'll take truffles, but he has them in his territory. So he's not actually improved his truffle supply. That's a terrible deal, but I'm going to take it just for the sake of getting some gold for nothing, pretty much. He's got 2 truffles in his territory, neither which he must have improved. That is incredible. Oh, they beat me to it, and they kept back their own settler by the looks of it as well. Alright, if you capture a settler and it's not yours, it will turn into a worker if you don't give it back. And we have found another wonder, so that's at least 1 more happiness point. If you capture your own settler that's been taken, it turns back into a settler. Basically, they don't want you to capture settlers that are not yours because they are really powerful. And the fact that Iroquois has 3 Mohawk warriors around here makes me think I should probably improve my army a little bit.
If you enjoyed the video you've just seen, please join my Facebook group and follow me on Twitter for the latest news.